Let's come back to this in a bit. As I said, we are waiting for that 9,000 number. We'll put out some data as and when that happens, and we'll bring Pankaj in to talk about that in just a bit. But let's stay with earnings season, which is in full flow. Century Plyboards reported numbers, great set of numbers. Mr. Sajjan Bhajanka is chairman at the company. He's joining us from Kolkata right now. Mr. Bhajanka, thanks very much for your time. Good morning, Prashant here.
Yeah.
You know, top line, EBITDA, profit after tax, all looking quite good. If you were to identify, two basic reasons why the numbers look very strong, what would those be?
Basically, good demand for our product. That is one reason. And we have enhanced our capacity. So the added capacity has also given us added numbers. Like we doubled the capacity of our laminate division. We started a new plant at Kandla. We started one plant at Myanmar. So therefrom we are getting raw material. So basically they are contributing to our increased sales.
Right. Do you have any sense in terms of what were retail sales? Not, sales from you to stores, but from stores to retail end consumers. Essentially what I'm asking is was there a lot of inventory which was pushed out and which is there now at stores?
I don't think the inventory at the stores increased because we have depots all over India. So usually the retailers, they take material from our depots. So usually they don't maintain big inventories. And as far as our products are there, they are able to sell the product. And as you asked, the mix, so around 70% goes to retail and 30% goes to projects, where the institutional projects, banks, hotels, and other like universities, these are there.
Yeah. For plyboards, what was volume growth? For laminates, what was volume growth?
The separate figure I don't have, but our this 9 months growth is around 23%, and the quarter on quarter in comparison to last year, year on year quarterly growth is around 26%. So this is cumulative growth, and around 15% is the volume growth, and 10% is the value growth.
No, this is for 9 months. You're saying 15% is volume growth, the rest is gain in realization, pricing.
This quarter is 26%. Quarter on quarter is 26%. So these 9 months in comparison to 9 months 13-14, the growth is around 23%. And around 15% is the volume growth, and the rest is value growth, because we have taken
Mr. Bhajanka, for plyboards, what is the 9 month volume growth?
At the moment I don't have this separate data with me, but the growth in laminate is more because we increase the capacity. So out of this, maybe more growth is contributed by the laminate. Laminate growth is around 30% during this period.
No, revenues for laminates are up 36% year on year.
Yeah, around 30%. But laminate is small division.
You said that
our volume, total sale from laminates, maybe to the tune of around 200 crores. Out of total sale of 941 crores, 1156 crores. So contribution of laminate is around 200 crores.
Right. Fair enough. But that segment is small. It's the overall pie. It's not very big, but it's growing very fast. And you said it's been led by additional capacity which you're using. What's the capacity utilization for laminates now?
Now it is 100%. Now we have added 2 more lines. So all 4 lines are running 6 days a week and to the full capacity.
Right. In laminates, I noticed that margins have come down. Can you tell us why? They're down almost about 500 basis points.
Basically, we have taken a very costly and very strong marketing campaign. So it is for the first time. Earlier, like there was spillover effect of the plywood promotion to the laminate. We are not doing any TVC or any other advertisement separately for laminate. But this year we have taken a very strong campaign, and this costly campaign to produce the TVC plus promoting it. So, and because in India we cannot capitalize it, so all the expenses on TVCs and promotion goes to revenue expenditure. So that is one reason. Otherwise, if we take this factor out, then our profitability in laminate is much better in comparison to the last year.
For both plyboards and laminates, input costs broadly have, I'm assuming, come down, right? Especially the crude linked inputs.
It has come down because adhesive is the second largest cost factor, and adhesive prices have come down. Phenol is a major component, so phenol prices have come down to almost half.
Sorry, what prices have come down to?
The impact will come more in future. Because until December, we had all inventory, so the impact is not much. But if we are able to hold the price is a present price level for our sales in future, then future profit would be better than this.
You said you said prices for a certain input has come down to half. I'm sorry, I missed that. What was it?
Part. The glue, because plywood mostly consists of timber and adhesive. So timber is more or less consistent. Only some benefit is there because we import a lot of timber from Europe. So euro has come down. So we are getting some benefit on this account. Dollar is more or less stable. And adhesive like phenol, we have imported up to $1,950 per ton. Now the prices come down to $850 to $900 per ton. So there is substantial saving in like phenol, which is the major component in glue manufacturing for both, for plywood and for laminate.
Mr. Bhajanka, can you tell us how is pricing looking? Because the segment, the segments since they're doing very well, I'm assuming are attracting more players. There's the unorganized market, a lot of large organized players as well. You're a large player. I mean, is there undercutting in prices going for both plyboards and laminates?
All India level, mainly the two players are dominating, Century Ply and Green. So, like all other players are the regional players. They are selling in one state or 2-3 states, not more than that. So, basically, all India level, Century and Green, we both are there. So, at the moment, we are not increasing our prices further, and we are trying to hold our prices. And I do not see, because otherwise also we are not having a very great margin. So our earlier paid margin used to be hardly 7-8%. So now that will increase to 10-11%.
Right. No, I asked that because you said in laminates you've undertaken separate TVC promotions, aggressive marketing campaign. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously that is to gain market share, but also to actually remain visible in a very competitive market. So, same might be happening with plyboards as well. But with plyboards, I was noticing third quarter margins have actually increased, right? Have increased about 19% plus or so. EBIT margins.
Yeah, EBIT margin increased. It is from 12% to 19% on year-on-year basis. Last year it was 36 crore. This year is 73 crore. So almost 102% increase there in the EBIT margin. And
got that.
The net profit also increased from 20 crores to 41 crore.
Got that. Mr. Bhajanka, thanks very much for your time. Good talking to you, and appreciate you joining us with that perspective on the numbers and the business. Great set of numbers coming in from Century Plyboards. Mr. Velayan Subbiya is Managing Director with Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited. That's basically the financial services arm of the Murugappa Group. Mr. Subbiya, thanks very much for coming on.